March 19, 2026. Cinemas across India go dark. For the audience in this room, and thousands of others like it, this is the start of a historic cinematic event. This chart tracks the 7-day global box office accumulation for Indian cinema's biggest modern hits. While massive successes like Bahubali 2 took 9 days to hit the milestone, and Pushpa 2 took 6, Dhurandhar, The Revenge, reached 1,000 crore worldwide in exactly 1 week. The momentum peaked over the first weekend. On Saturday, the film earned 113 crore domestically. Sunday followed with 114.85 crore. These are the 2 highest single-day collections in the history of Bollywood. Director Aditya Dhar, who built a reputation for high-stakes military storytelling with Uri, led this production. He cast Ranveer Singh as Hamza Ali Mazari, a deep-cover operative whose mission drives the film's high-intensity action. These members reflected a reality seen in multiplexes across the country. Foot traffic rose nearly 9% in the final quarter of the year, driven by viral videos of crowds cheering and celebrating in packed screening halls. The sheer volume of these ticket sales transformed a standard theatrical release into a cultural phenomenon. This scale makes a statement that can't be dismissed as a fluke or a niche success. The first major point of resistance came from outside India. The Pakistani government and the ISI, Pakistan's primary intelligence agency, immediately banned Dhurandhar, The Revenge, from being screened anywhere in the country. Their motive was to suppress the film's narrative. It depicts the Karachi underworld in detail and explicitly portrays the role of Pakistani intelligence in regional terrorism. However, the official ban had an unintended consequence. By making the film illegal, the establishment accidentally triggered a surge of rebellious curiosity among its own citizens. This map shows digital pathways bypassing the blockade. Citizens used Telegram drops and VPNs to establish encrypted connections. These methods resulted in 2 million downloads in 2 weeks, making it the most pirated film in the country's history. This defiance caused friction in the real world. A Pakistani journalist faced a massive online backlash from his countrymen after admitting to watching the film in Lahore and posting a review online. The demand even expanded into physical markets. In Karachi's Rainbow Center, vendors began openly selling pirated DVD and USB copies of the film for as little as 300 rupees. The total failure of the ban suggests a limit to state power. No amount of official censorship can prevent a population from seeking out a narrative they are hungry to see. Back in India, the film drew friction from its use of real-world domestic policies. Specifically, it centers on the dismantling of fake currency networks used to fund terror operations. To tell this story, the director used actual footage of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The film frames the 2016 demonetization, the policy that removed high-value currency notes from circulation, as a strategic strike against the financial roots of terrorism. Inside theaters, these scenes drew a loud response. Audiences celebrated the depiction of a state taking a tough, unapologetic stance on national security. The political left and several media critics reacted to this popularity with immediate panic. They labeled the film hate-mongering and propaganda, arguing that it was designed to promote a specific political agenda. Opposition leaders escalated their criticism, with some even defending known gangsters depicted in the film. Former police officials responded by pointing out that the world already knows these figures were linked to illegal weapons and foreign terror groups. The contrast between record-breaking ticket sales and calls for state-mandated bans suggests a deep divide. These attempts to silence the film reveal an intense discomfort with a public that is actively choosing to celebrate national strength without apology. The audience for this message is global. The film earned 261 crore rupees from overseas territories, outperforming international benchmarks set by other recent Bollywood blockbusters. Its reach even extended into international diplomacy. Following his state visit to India, French President Emmanuel Macron released a video recap of his trip set to the film's thundering title track. Further validation came from the Finnish president, Alexander Stubb. He was recorded discussing the movie with other world leaders during a jog, mentioning that his own son had recommended it. This global reception marks a shift in how Indian stories are presented to the world. Reviewers often complain that the film sacrifices complexity for clarity, yet the international interest suggests the audience values its direct, unapologetic celebration of national pride. At its core, the movie succeeds by focusing on the unsung heroes of the intelligence community, the operatives who work in the shadows and never receive public recognition for their service. Foreign bans, critical dismissal, and political outrage have all failed to slow the film's momentum. With over 1,000 crore in sales, the sheer will of the audience cemented Dhurandhar not just as a blockbuster, but as a historical landmark.